Hello, this is Luis, Head of Product at Motion. Today, I'm here to share a feature that I'm very excited about. We call it ETAs. The main problem we're trying to solve is that there's no easy way to see if a project is past due. So as a manager, you don't have an idea if all of your projects are on time, if they're falling behind, or what the resolution actions are. And because Motion auto-schedules tasks in advance, we can project if a project is going to be ahead of schedule, behind schedule, or if it needs attention. Now we're going to be surfacing this information to you. Let's take a look at how this works. Let's go here to Motion and go into my client engagements workspace. And you can see that now there's this new ETA column. Let's take a look at ETAs for tasks. Tasks can be in 4 states. The first state that you're looking for is on track. That's this green icon with an arrow. Second state is schedule past deadline. So that's this icon right here, which is the orange one. The third state is no ETA, because the task is not auto-schedule. And the fourth state is right here, which is the very bad one, which is missed deadline. So the task is still scheduled, as you can see, but it's not going to meet deadline. Let's take a look at this orange state of can't fit. So this task here is orange, schedule past deadline, but it can't fit. So what's going on? I can hover over it, and Motion tells me that this is because one or more tasks in the blocker chain is preventing this task from being scheduled. So now you have a lot more information about tasks and why they're scheduled when they are, why they're not scheduled when they aren't. Where this gets really powerful is when we aggregate it up to the project level. So one of the big game changers with Motion is this ability to auto-schedule tasks and know if things are ahead or behind schedule. But what if we put that together to projects? What if a project can know the status it is, if it's ahead of schedule, behind schedule, or what's going on with it? So let's take a look at what that looks like. I'm going to go here to my group by control. It's my favorite control. And I'm going to set this data to be project and this to be none. So let's resize this right here. And you can see that projects also have ETAs. And there's a few ETAs here. Let's go through them. So the first ETA that you want to see everything be green. That means the project is on track. If I click on it, I get more details. It's due on December 25th, which is, let's see, it's deadline. So everything's fine. So Motion will show you this green icon when a project is within 10% of meeting its deadline. Let's take a look at the yellow icon. The yellow icon means some stage or some task has missed this deadline, but the project as a whole will still be on time. So if I click on this, you'll see more details. This strategy development stage missed deadline, and then Motion gives me a few options on how to fix it. It tells me that I can move the stage deadline to be the recommended date. Motion automatically looks at all the tasks in that stage and picks the most appropriate date. Or you can give yourself a little bit of wiggle room and just schedule it 1 week after the projected stage deadline or 1 month after. And so with one click, you can just click extend deadline and Motion will tell you exactly what it's going to do. Next up, we have the double exclamation mark. This means that the project is scheduled past deadline. One or more tasks are scheduled past deadline of the project. So if I click here, I know exactly which tasks are scheduled past deadline. So I have 2 options. I can either fix the tasks. So if I click fix all, I can either turn them all ASAP, turn hard deadline, complete or cancel all the tasks. I can fix one at a time by doing the same thing. I can go and edit the task, or I can extend the project deadline. So in this case, I'm gonna extend this project's deadline to be 1 month after Motion's recommended date. One thing to notice is our new field is prevalent throughout Motion. This ETA field, you can see it as a list view. You can see it as Kanban. So let's go ahead and, for example, group here by ETA. And so you can see that, or it can be seen in the Gantt chart. Here we can see all the projects with their ETAs right in line. Let's go ahead and remove this grouping and let's take a look at all the projects again. We were taking a look at projects that are scheduled past deadline. Let's take a look at this one. In this one, Motion doesn't have a recommendation. So why don't we have a recommendation? The reason is because some of these tasks are in the could not fit state. So if I hover over this, I can see that this task is blocked because some other stage is blocked. So I had to go and fix the tasks. Sometimes this task could not fit because they're blocked by another task, and then they just can't fit in Motion's auto-schedule timeline. So in this case, this project, I know it needs more attention. So I should open it up and go to the project page. And then in here, figure out like what's going on and fix all the deadlines. In this case, this one is blocked on this schedule post for social media. And we can see this is the whole problem with this project because this task is just not auto-scheduled. So everything that's blocked by it can't fit. So what I can do here is assign this to Emily and auto-schedule it. And you can see that this kind of unblocked everything from being scheduled. So that's the mechanism of fixing projects that are in this state. You see that the project ETA is in the state where things can't get scheduled. That's usually how you fix it. You go in here, you take a look at your tasks, and you fix them. Let's go back to our projects page where we were at. And let's take a look at this last state. So this last state is the missed deadline state. This project, the deadline's in the past. So we've completely missed the deadline. This project is not completed. So I have a few options. I can complete the project, cancel the project, or just move it to the future. So let's go ahead and move this project into the future. Let's say right here to Feb. Because I actually don't need to do this website anytime soon. And so now the project is down here, and you can see that it's on track. So everything's good. And so one last state I want to show you guys is ahead of schedule. So we have this project down here called Marketing Strategy for Company One. And you can see that this project is taking quite a while. It's scheduled all the way out to September. In this case, Motion tells me, hey, you're ahead of schedule by 218 days. So we can fix that. We can click the fix button and we can click on the optimize. So if I click optimize, Motion will tell me like, hey, look, you can save 79% time by squishing this project down to end on this date. And it gives me a preview of what's going to happen to each stage. So Motion tells me here that if I adjust the project deadline from Saturday, September 13 to Thursday, February 6th, I can get this project done early, saving up to 80% of time. So I can just click optimize and update project dates. And you can see that Motion resized the project and now the project's on track. With project and tasks ETAs, Motion makes it very easy to figure out what's going on with all your projects at a glance. And you can also see that with just a couple of clicks, Motion helps you fix and optimize all your projects so you can be as efficient as possible while you're running your company and your team. Please let me know if you have any feedback. Till next time, happy scheduling. Bye-bye.